What up, yo? How buddy doing? Yeah, what up? How's everybody doing?
The REM, rapid eye movement, the normal stage of sleep, characterized by the random movements of the eyes. But this ain't the REM I'm speaking about right now. This is the revolution to evolve the mainstream and bring the underground back. Let's go.
I'm ill from the get-go, sharper than a blade. All it takes is one verse to get the whole crowd amazed. I stay true to hip-hop, snapping every element with rhymes so sick, inflict pain with intelligence. How you spell this shit? S-W-A-N-N. I've been banging this shit since I was 10. With a new year, new goal, swimming with the sharks. I attempt to deliver to this rap to embark. I don't take in no bullshit, artists don't even bother asking. Put in your own work or get stomped and hit a laughing. I'm still on my grind, doing play shows. I'm on the expos inside of me. It's me, you better know. Take it in a step the fuck back. I'm furious in many forms, calm at most times, but a line when the semi's drawn. Call me the jacker cause I'm crazy out the cage and spit venom from this pen as I write up on this page. Now!
We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, we embrace our graves. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, we embrace our graves. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy.
Now you've awakened the fang within Jake. The man is a waste. No way that I'm changing my plans. Plan if you taking the land. Stand cause you facing the grand. Like natural disasters, I bring disaster past the road. Hang you rappers from the rafters. Fracture your head, you in the dream state. Nuclear reactor. Jacob smoke trees. Them trees are sacred leaves. Leave you twisted like weave. Is it real? Do you believe? Believe I receive your grease. What I relieve. Through music, my expertise. Expert. Bring disease like rabies. I'm scabies. Doctors say I'm so sick. My flow is HIV. I infect the city, infected with the gritty underground sound. It's the 22 committee. Commit me to psychopath. Bring the flames with gas. The REM effect. Watch you burn and crash.
We ain't never gonna change our ways. Around artists, we embrace our graves. Simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, embrace our graves. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. Distant artists, outsiders on the warpath, provoking a fight. Ghosts dancing like Wovoka in the cold of the night. Spit extraordinary sentences, morbid more than ordinary. Orbit my mic, I've been quarantined for coordinating bars like I'm dead to feeling. But I'm crawling from the battlefield coated with ice. Code that when I write can make your soul corrode. Pinnacle of cold, so take hold of my advice. But you don't have to if it proves to be a hassle. Just remember that I make it move like the limestone in Coral Castle. And just do what I say like the oracle asked you. Historic like the stories of Matthew, but I'm bored with those. More morbid than the story that the chorus told. So when I flow, people board windows, but we just dominate the torment foes and get us dominated dormant drones. Ha!
The REM, rapid eye movement, the normal stage of sleep, characterized by the random movements of This ain't the REM I'm speaking about right now. This is the revolution to evolve the mainstream and bring the underground back. Let's go.
I'm ill from the get-go, sharper than a blade. All it takes is one verse to get the whole crowd amazed. I stay true to hip-hop, snapping every element with rhymes so sick, inflict pain with intelligence. How you spell this shit? S-W-A-N-N. I've been banging this shit since I was 10. With a new year, new goal, swimming with the sharks. I attempt to deliver to this rap to embark. I don't take in no bullshit, artists don't even bother asking. Put in your own work or get stomped and hit a laughing. I'm still on my grind, doing plenty shows. I'm on that exposed inside of me. It's me, you better know. Take it in a step the fuck back. I'm furious in many forms, calm at most times, but a line when the semi's drawn. Call me the jackal cause I'm crazy out the cage and spit venom from this pen as I write up on this page. Now!
Ain't never gonna change. Underground artists, we embrace our growth. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, we embrace our grave. There's simply no chance for serendipity. This street, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy.
Now you've awakened the fang within Jacob the man. Man, I'm stuck in my ways. No way that I'm changing my plans. Plan if you taking the land. Stand cause you facing the grand. Like natural disasters, I bring disaster past the road. Hang you rappers from the rafters. Fracture your head, you in the dream state. Nuclear reactor. Jacob smoke trees, them trees are sacred leaves. Leave you twisted like weave. Is it real? Do you believe? Believe I receive your griefs, what I relieve. Through music, my expertise. Expert, bring disease like rabies. I'm scabies. Doctors say I'm so sick. My flow is HIV. I infect the city, infected with the gritty underground sound. It's the 22 committee. Commit me to psychopath. Bring the flames but gas. The REM effect. Watch you burn and crash. You crash.
We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, we embrace our graves. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. We ain't never gonna change our ways. Underground artists, we embrace our graves. There's simply no chance for serendipity. The industry, this isn't it for me. We're on the road to infamy. Dissident artists, outsiders on the warpath, provoking a fight. Ghost dancing like Wovoka in the cold of the night. I spit extraordinary sentences, morbid more than ordinary. Orbs orbit my mic. I've been quarantined for coordinating bars like I'm dead to feeling. But I'm crawling from the battlefield coated with ice. Decode what I write can make your soul corrode. Pinnacle of cold, so take hold of my advice. But you don't have to if it proves to be a hassle. Just remember that I make it move like the limestone in Coral Castle. And just do what I say like the oracle asked you. Historic like the stories of Matt. Bored with those. More morbid than the story that the chorus told. So when I flow, people board windows. But we just dominate to torment foes. And get us dominated, dormant.
I don't know why the camera is not working. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. So, what up, y'all? This is King Mumbles. We're doing that wrestling ish. We got a pay per view event coming up tomorrow. Y'all have any comments or um, questions, or you want to give your opinion, you can definitely click the link. Let me get y'all the link here. Click the link if y'all want to come join the conversation live. Or if you just want to leave a comment, then definitely leave the comment in the section there, and I will discuss it and everything like that. Hope everyone's doing good. So the main part about this is, of course, we are discussing the pay-per-view tomorrow, WrestleMania Backlash. Um, the first, what I want to say is, I definitely hate the name WWE WrestleMania Backlash. I definitely feel like it automatically makes it a lesser pay per view because it's like you don't even give it its own name. You don't give it its own image. It's just okay. Well, we're gonna do this one afterwards. Like it's very like I find it very cheesy of them to do as in a style. Okay, so let me get um the card up here. You know, mm, definitely not as good as what I thought it was going to be when the title thing was going on. All right, so the updated card for the WrestleMania Backlash there. Let's get that there for you. So, so the big match, and it's for this to be the big match. It shows you got Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match. I Even though the build up wasn't the greatest, I kind of like this match just as it's like one of the best MMA people of all time going against probably the best female pro wrestler of all time. So this the actual symbolism of it, the thing, I like it. got another rematch. We got Cody Rhodes, who came in during WrestleMania. We got Cody Rhodes going against Seth Rollins. Another rematch. We got Edge versus AJ Styles, and I believe Damien or whatever his name is banned from ringside because he had lost that match. And we have Bobby Lashley versus Omos, and it's like they're trying to make Omos the new Bobby Lashley. So I don't know if Bobby is leaving or if they're setting up to fire him. So they need a new, monster big black guy. But Omos had a lot of potential as a big, like, he doesn't look oafy, he doesn't look stupid, but I'm like, he's not there yet. So they better be very careful on how they do that. And the other big matchup is, of course, the six-man tag of the Bloodline, so Roman Reigns and the Usos going against RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Um, it'll be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm very annoyed that. Oh, and Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. Yay. I'm very annoyed that they changed the Bloodline match from the Unification Tag Team to the Triple Threat match, because now the scenario is that there's no real anything to lose except for what, pride, and why would we care about that? You know, that kind of stuff is cheesy, but I think it was done because they didn't want and they couldn't afford to have these belts unified. So of course they had to switch the match to make it a safe match. I'll be honest, now that there is no belt to lose, nothing to really risk, I think that the Bloodline will lose, and if they want to at least even fake um, that that Roman Reigns can lose in a match, I definitely think that this is the match that you do it. There's no belt on the line. There's nothing really to lose. Like, I really wanted the Usos to unify those titles. You know what I'm saying? So now it really did lower down the value of it for me and what how important that match is. Like it's really not that important. You know what I'm saying? Situation on here, you know what I'm saying? I've so like the big match is really the Charlotte and Ronda match. I don't they don't have the greatest chemistry like in matches and stuff. There's nothing mind blowing about it. It's not a bad match, but honestly, like it's not putting any butts in seats. It's not really doing much for, at least not for me. It'll be good for some little girls to it'll be good for some little girls to see, the women doing their thing and being in power. So that's always a plus on the scenario, but like I don't will do I don't think Ronda going to lose. Like if Ronda loses this match, then I really don't see her um being in the WWE long. Like the only way I could see her losing is if this is a short term contract, just to make Charlotte look super super strong. Y'all you know what I'm saying? So and we know like Ronda even in the UFC was really known for the submissions and everything. So I expect some good um reversals things, some interesting moves like big moment moves, but definitely Ronda is taking that title. I have to go live and also be streaming on Eagle very shortly. So this will be better than the WWE one, though. the WrestleMania one. This will be a step up from that, but it's not like any 5 star or anything like that. It's gonna be a match. So we got the Bloodline versus Drew McIntyre and RKO. I was really into the Bloodline RK Bro match, and I was excited because I knew the Usos were gonna win that. This one, I guess Drew McIntyre is going to be the next competitor, especially if they're not able to get him that Tyson Fury match. So they had to just put him in there. You know, they've had him killing lower talent for the last bit, and now, it's SmackDown. So now they're just going to pack up. Yeah, they didn't want to, they didn't put Drew enough up for him to have a credible singles match. So I guess this was the next best thing because they can't have a pay per view and not put their biggest star onto that pay per view. It just financially it didn't make sense for them, and it just doesn't really make too much sense to do that. Like he's your biggest. mm, He's your biggest star for a reason, and you gotta utilize that while it's working. So this one is easy because, as I said, there's nothing to lose really on this one. So if you're really setting up the feud between Reign and Drew McIntyre, then this match you kind of have to let Drew McIntyre win. Like, if he loses, it's just a wasted opportunity to show some weakness in Reigns. So, more than I look at it, be honest, even though I'm gonna watch it, I watch all of them. I'm not super impressed by the lineup here. Let's see who's next. This match I'm going to like. This the well no the Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Even though there's no history or no real storyline, it was kind of just, hey, we've got two great wrestlers. We need to throw them together type of a match. These guys are good enough that like that they are gonna do a very great wrestling match. Like this is going to that will be the match to watch for us hardcore wrestling fans and everything like that. Cody just came back You know, for him to have left AEW, they had to, promise him. They had to promise him something worth a lot. What y'all think y'all coming through? Um, like I don't know if he's gonna win this match. It depends on if they do, triple threat. But he's going to win overall. Um, but I would like Seth to kind of win this one. Just he's Seth freaking Rollins, and he's got to look good. The match that I really did like is the AJ Styles versus Edge. Damian Priest is not allowed at ringside, but like AJ Styles and Edge, they're just they got chemistry. They know how to put on just a great match. So I've got high expectations on that one. What I do expect to happen is I'm thinking a next person in the crew that they're kind of starting might come back out and help. But it's not Damian Priest. Um, but if not, if it stays 1-on-1, Edge is definitely losing because he won at WrestleMania. not gonna win both of them. The Judgment Day faction. It would be cool to see Rhea Ripley, come through, or I don't know who else, but just two of these talents together. No matter what happens, it is going to produce a great match. You know, and it's not honestly what I actually thought might happen is that Finn Balor sold out Edge and ended up becoming the newest member. Because he needs something to do, and he's not really doing much. So it is getting kind of you know wanting more for him than what we are getting. At least for me. Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Um, as I said, Omos is good and has potential as a big man, but he's not there yet. Um, I don't know what he's missing. We'll see if having MVP talk to him um, definitely, it definitely will give make it smart to give him the win off of that one. Especially if there's another match and thing, and um, maybe restart a weaker Hurt Business and make them come help. But he definitely thank you for the share. Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. That match is my washroom and smoke break. Madcap had a good look. I've never liked Corbin. I don't know. Like he's not bad. He doesn't have no missing skills. He's just it doesn't work for me. It never has, and it probably never will. It's just I don't see them giving Corbin the win. If they give Corbin the win, um, Madcap is going to be a jobber. Like if they're really trying to, uh, think so. Um, I really don't want Corbin to win, but I just don't care so much. We got the RK Bro with Drew McIntyre. I definitely think it's Drew beating Roman that makes sense on that one. And that is the oh shoot, I forgot a bunch of them. We got the Raw Women's title, Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville. Like, there's no way Sonya Deville's winning that. Like, it just that'll make no sense. And that's the match there. Like, what will be interesting is to see what they're gonna do with Cody Rhodes. You know, because as I said, they were able to get him out of an executive position in AEW. They had to. They had to offer a lot. You know, so if you're gonna offer a lot, then you got to make it worth your while, or it's stupid. Okay. We're gonna do some quick over some rumors here. What do y'all think of Lacey Evans? Um, with her sob story type, because she who she was, I don't know, like, if like it works for me, that I would care. Mm. So now they're rumoring that um the Fiend might not come back. WWE really, really, really messed up on that booking. It was nothing good about it. So Tammy Sitch, Sonny arrested for a DUI. Like, she really messed up her life with that one. I don't know what's going through her head. Hey, what up, y'all? Guess I'm losing this one. So we're be done soon, about 1 o'clock. So on some rumors and bad news there, the one and only Biggie, my boy Biggie, is not doing well. So it looks like he's not healing up as well as he could or should. That's kind of sad. Like, I love Biggie. And make sure we do a prayer for Big E. So I talked about Lacey Evans. And now there's a rumor that she might be getting pushed as a heel again. And with that, like, it really makes her, that whole family thing, okay. Uh, she can pull it off, like, oh, they're gonna make her like fake good, you know.
Okay, here it goes. My father lost his battle with mental health and addiction, and he overdosed 2 months before my WWE tryout. I had one family member attempt suicide at the same time frame, and by the time I found them, they were gasping for air and trying to apologize as I tried to stop the bleeding. And then right before my first match at NXT, another family member overdosed and was in the parking lot not far from the show in Florida. My knees got weak and I didn't know how much more that I could take. That was the day I decided that I needed to do what's best for me, my family, and my mental health. You see, I've tried my entire life to make my family proud and break the addiction and get the help and keep them motivated to succeed. But instead, there I was, on what should have been the most happiest moment of my life, the most important moment, my first match in WWE, but instead of feeling excited, I was completely broken. And that was the first time I didn't drop everything and go. I stayed, I washed my face, and I had my first match in front of my daughter wearing the world's biggest smile. I went to the hospital afterwards to face the inevitable, but not until I had my first match. For years, I have carried the weight and so much pain for and of my family. I've been put through the worst situations by the people that were supposed to love and protect me. But now it's my time. It's my time to show the world the power that we have to break the cycle, to show my daughters, to keep fighting when you second guess yourself because of where you come from. When your knees get weak and you feel so broken because of what you've been through. And as for the WWE superstars here, I just have one question. What are they going to do to me? What are they going to do to me to bring me down that my life hasn't already done? What I've been through has created the woman I am today. A motivated, ready for anything, careful, confident mother, wife, sister, daughter, United States Marine, and WWE superstar. And soon to be SmackDown Women's Champion.
There is no question. This has been a heart-wrenching story. I think we've all appreciated the true Lacey Evans story. And before we introduce her tonight live, Lacey has asked that you show the proper respect. So, ladies and gentlemen, please applaud and welcome Lacey Evans.
Very emotional Lacey tonight, Pat.
Absolutely. The first time the WWE Universe has gotten to see her in person since learning more about her story. What a moment.
Very inspirational human being. Everything she's been through in her life, and then to be able to come out here tonight and be a part of all this.
Marine as well.
Ooh, great to see you, Lacey.
I don't know. I really gotta fix that up. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, okay, look, okay, okay. Mm. So, I don't know, because I've never really liked Lacey Evans, so I don't know if that's going to work well. But the way they did it with Kurt, it was like great. Like, so that can, if she can pull off like a female, you know, you should love me. Da, 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 da. It will definitely so all right, so we're gonna finish up very soon. We're gonna talk about AEW, and then from there we'll just end the day. I'll be back tomorrow probably to do some play by play from the pay per view if you would like. All right, so match one was Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho and Tony Storm. I never did like Tony Storm even from WWE till now, or Ruby Soho. Like neither one of them are my favorite and stuff like that. They're not horrible. So letting Tony pin Baker, even if it's not you know for a title, it is still like a big win for such a new member WWE. They're pushing the Tony, Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho beef. Doing the whole personal thing. Um, I like Tony Nese with Smart Mark because wouldn't be able to carry it by himself. The small, the little guy type thing isn't the most impressive, but I don't know. His charisma seems to be even lackluster, but he's much better with Mark. Mark won't be able to make him to Jade like popularity, but um, so they had Hook versus JD Drake. I always hate the squash. I hate it with Goldberg. I don't think it's ever ended super well. The undefeated, streak, because eventually it ends, and a lot of times, once it's over, so is the person. I wonder what they're gonna Danhausen and Hook. I think they're almost doing the RK Bro type thing where weird matchup, put it together, and if it works, like. But I'm not indie enough to get behind Dan Housing. Like, I see Wenley like he's different, but it's not for me. The FDR interview, I loved the FDR match against each other last week there for the Owen Hart thing. That was like an incredible match for them. Yaku Sakazi versus Rio. I like Rio. Um, it was a match. Rio won. Uh, Dan Lambert, he's pretty good at the talking. Um, know, talk it, about the fans and everything. But okay, so they got Scorpio against Kazarian next week for the title. I definitely don't see them giving it to Jungle Boy attack Ricky Starks. I don't understand why. That was kind of weird. Um, and then end with the Jay Lethal match, and people came out. I don't know. I'm not. Maybe he's too old. I'm not feeling Jay Lethal yet in AEW. I've liked everything, but yeah, I'm not loving it. So, all right. So I will be back around tomorrow, where we will probably talk about the pay per view and some other things. If you have any questions, let me know. Comments, tips. If you want to support, I don't have Cash App. I'm a Canadian. You can definitely support. My email, Philip Shaw, PHILIPSHAW 905 at gmail.com. And you can send it through that. PayPal. Right there. So thank y'all, and y'all have a good one.